It's a new year, guys. Welcome to 2026 and welcome to GrowHub. Now, as we prepare to hit the ground running in this year 2026, there are a few things that I feel the need for us to clarify here on GrowHub. Because as you may well know, on GrowHub, we are committed to growing every day, one good habit at a time. So first things first, I feel the need to clarify that none of us downloaded a new personality overnight. Because you slept on the 31st night and then you woke up on January 1st, 2026. But there was no reboot done on your brain. So I do not dispute the fact that there's something refreshing about new seasons. And starting over sounds really nice. But for many of us, starting over is just a good branding for excuses and for avoidance. It is just us running away from following through, because we're not proud of the mistakes that we have already made. And because of this, we miss the lessons that we're supposed to learn if we had followed through. By the time we find that things have become so difficult and we probably do not know what next to do, or we feel inconvenienced at the very least, there is that urge to scatter the game and start all over. There is that urge to want to press Ctrl-Alt-Delete and reset life. But is there really a reset button? Is life really a card game that you can scatter and start all over? Or a device that you can just reset and forget that every other thing that has happened before ever happened? I think many of us need to come to terms with the fact that even your mistakes in the past or your inconveniences or flops in the past come with data. Data that is useful, data that is instructional. And if you feel like you need to throw away the past and everything in it and start your life all over, then I assure you that you're also throwing away the lessons that could have come with it. You also need to know that a new year does not change people. You know, this thing we go on saying, new year, new me. Like there's a cosmic action that happened in the universe that is going to make you a different person just because it is a new year. A new year does not change people. Decisions do. Let me take that again. A new year does not change people, but actions do. Growth doesn't come from shouting, new year, new me. Growth comes from building new systems. So if you want to be new, then commit yourself to building a new system and sticking to it. And in building new systems, you don't need a fresh start per se. You need a refined process. You need to look back and gather the data of the past. Analyze to determine what worked. If it worked, then you can continue with that going forward. If it didn't work, you can look for how to refine your processes in a way that would fix it. And if it cannot be fixed, then you need to drop it and stop carrying it along as a load or weight that will keep dragging you back. Small adjustments beat dramatic resolutions. Because if I ask many of you to review what your last resolutions were and compare them to what resolutions you're making now, it will look alike. That's because we often try to make drastic adjustments, and over time, we're unable to keep up with these adjustments. The point is, even in nature, growth is gradual. Or have you ever seen yourself grow an inch taller? But here you are. We're probably born less than 2 feet tall, and many of us are chasing 6 feet now. But none of us ever saw ourselves when we actually grew an inch taller. So a lot of things happen daily with you since the day you were born to get you to where you are today. This applies to our regular lives too. Nature has inherently taught us a lot of things about how our lives should go. And just like our popular Mr. Ninja D has taught us, G is for growth. Living things are programmed to grow, not restart. So I playfully put it on my status on the first day of the year that 2026 is literally the first year in my adult years that I am starting without the mindset of starting everything all over. I'm actually continuing from where I stopped in 2025. So this is 2026. And I do not want anyone listening to this to start the year with the mindset of starting over. Because many times when this is our mindset, we tend to discard the lessons that we have learned from the experiences of the past. Because it didn't work in the past. How about we set up structures that will work based on the lessons that we have learned from the past? So more like continuing from where you stopped, but better informed with the data of the mistakes that you have made in the past. I think that sounds better. I think refining your processes sounds better. I think reviewing your systems, checking for what worked, fixing the things that you think didn't, and dropping behind the things that you know that can't be fixed. I think this is a better way to go. This way, you feel like you're growing because 2026 should be an improvement on 2025, not a fresh start. So welcome again to GrowHub and welcome to 2026. This year, GrowHub has put together an exciting pack of practical things that we can all use to ensure that we are growing consistently, daily. It may look little, but in the long run, you'll start to see the effects of the little things that you introduce into your daily routines and your daily habits. Have a beautiful day, guys.